Go get the stinky hobbit scent off everything.
Tintin's on! Oh, Tintin.
Good boy, Snowy.
Snowy.
Run!
Tintin's like a modern day MacGyver. If only we had someone like him on the T.R.U. team.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I wonder where we'd find someone like Tintin.
They actually look exactly like Tintin.
He would have to look something like Tintin.
I don't know who you could possibly mean.
In a previous episode of T.R.U, the guys were given a hot tip to a sound of a potential thylacine. They downloaded the sound, they cleaned it up using Audacity software, and now they've taken it out in the bush to establish an experiment to see if they can attract the elusive thylacine.
At the moment I am rubbing a commercial scent off on all the equipment that we are taking into the field so that our scent doesn't put off any potential thylacines that might want to come up and sniff our cameras. I think this is a good spot because it's got nice big open game trails all leading to this nice patch of marsupial lawn. So yeah, it's a cool spot to set up, I think.
Yeah, I think we can position our 6 cameras quite effectively here to get most of the approaches to our sound source.
Anyone for a picnic? Probably where you are was right there, so point the camera down there. So I've got one on that game trail, big massive game trail through here. We're going to have a camera that covers this area here. I'm thinking maybe about here. Alright, I think definitely something could come through here. We need a camera facing there. Go for it. Only one more spot that they could come through is here, I'd say. So let's get another one set up here. Wider spread.
We're just thinking about the 6 camera in terms of, we've got a couple of options. Option 1 is a bit of a wild card. There's another small clearing that's only sort of partially covered by one of the cameras and it has another significant sort of game trail heading off, or potentially the camera actually covering the table itself.
Because once an animal gets past the cameras, we've got no record of what it's doing or how it's reacting, so I tend to think to have one camera actually on the sound device itself.
Yep.
Because as I say, the only blank spots where we're standing now. Yep. All the other cameras are all facing out at every entry that's coming into this spot.
If they're as elusive as what people say, my vote goes the wild card over the back. Because chances are, I mean, we've removed our scent, etc., but I mean, there's a chance to hide over here. It's pretty open. They're as elusive as what they say.
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah, this is because that's why I walked over here, because you know there's a little bit of a trail through here, but you're only going to get quite a small animal through here. Something like a thylacine is probably going to take a different track or not come through here at all, so we could potentially lose that.
Well, no, what if we bring that stay here, face it towards our sound, to sort of see what comes there, but anything that does come up through here is going to have to walk past it to get there.
Yep, I think that's a good compromise, Bill.
What about here, Bill? So we just get the entire angle.
Okay then, so this is our wild card.
The wild card.
You want to do it for you?
You want to manly stab the ground. You stab the ground, Bill.
Okay.
you go.
Bill, we've got one camera with sound, and where do you reckon that should go?
Probably as far away from this point as possible. Probably our wild card over there, if you...
Okay.
Yeah, like 20 metres over there.
Yep. The new cameras do they have sound?
No, they don't have sound.
Right, so we'll take the Stealth Cam brand one, and I'll go put it on the wild card.
Okay then, and I'll start putting up some focusing in the other directions as well.
So we've got two new little Acorn 12 megapixel cameras. So they come with 8GB cards, so it means that for this particular investigation we've got 6 cameras in total, so they're really quite a capable camera, set for video, and can also do stills and colour in black and white. Well, the reason that we've picked little Acorn is is because the fact they're quite reliable, they're very good quality, and they produce the results. Setting up the camera here, I'm trying to align it as best I can to the game trail, to make sure that it's pointing in the direction that we need it to go, and that it's tied as securely as possible.
There we go. They won't get past this one. Was you in Idiot Abroad? Was that you too?
I should have been.
Okay.
I preferred you in Hot Fuzz, Peggy.
Shaun of the Dead is probably my personal favourite.
That'd be my favourite too, actually.
I'm just going around checking the cameras here, and I don't know who the f***'s tied the knot on this one. Someone with Hobbit-like digits by the looks of things.
Why the f*** is there a camera on the ground?
Because there's no point setting up a camera facing this when we're going to muck around here, and it's just going to waste heaps of shots, so I'll set it up when we finish here.
It's actually a surprisingly intelligent response.
So Chris, I just can't see where you put the cassette in. Or is it a CD player, or what?
A what? Get away. Just go home or something, Sasquatch. This is a dock. It's actually an iPhone dock, but does have a jack in the back. So what we're going to do is I've downloaded a whole bunch of different sounds after doing a little bit of research through Dr. Paddle's book and on the internet, and talking to people about what sounds could be used to actually attract a thylacine. So I've downloaded them, I've put them into different files, I've interdispersed random periods of time of white noise, and ultimately we're just going to blast it out using the dock, the MP3 player, and just as one final sort of bit of insurance, we're going to use a USB external battery pack just so that this MP3 player can last all night if need be.
So just while you're doing that, Chris, what's that contraption that's attached to your head?
That, my friend, is the latest GoPro Hero 3 Silver Edition.
And available at Harvey Norman stores
everywhere. Available at all good retailers everywhere.
So why would it be important for someone out there looking for the thylacine to have a camera like that attached to their head?
Well, I think personally a lot of sightings are just chance events where people document what they think's a thylacine just running past and things like that. So if I've got a POV camera on my head all the time, it's looking where I'm looking. If I catch a glimpse of something, in theory it's in 1080 HD. Very wide too, about 180 degrees wide, so it's there.
So we're just going to check the condition of the batteries for this, and we're going to replace them to make sure that we've got a fully working system that'll last at least 24 hours. We can't run a docking station off ham sandwiches, so connecting wire to the ham sandwiches in an attempt to use them for electricity just won't work.
Works with potatoes.
It does, but unfortunately we don't have potatoes either, so we'll just have to use these Duracell batteries instead. Chris has just finished double bagging the battery pack that he was talking about, so that's in an attempt to make it as waterproof as possible. Of course, it'll go with the complete kit underneath the table, so that should keep the elements away.
Oops.